Most real estate investors are making a huge mistake with their content. It's the reason no one follows them, no one trusts them, and they're losing deals without even realizing it. If you've ever posted a deal and heard crickets, if you struggle to explain what makes you different from the next investor, or if you're avoiding content altogether because you don't know what to say, this video is for you. After 20 plus years of creating hit television shows that captured millions and millions of viewers, you kind of know exactly what makes content stick. And real estate investors, you are sitting on a gold mine if you do it right. So today, I'm going to break down the number one mistake you're making and a simple 3-step fix that will make people remember you, trust you, and want to do business with you. So, the number one mistake investors make: they're boring. They post deals with no context. They post before and after flips, but forget the story. They copy what every other investor is doing, and they blend in. And you know what happens when you blend in? You're invisible. Can't see you. Where are you? So think about it. If someone in your market scrolls past your last post, would they remember you? Think about it. Would they know why they should work with you? Would they know what makes you different from every other investor? If not, it's a problem. Because people don't invest in deals. They invest in you. They invest in your knowledge, your process, your perspective. And if you're not showing up consistently, they're going to go to the next investor who does. So here are 3 steps to fix how to stand out and attract deals. Step number 1, got to find what makes you different. Every great television show has a unique hook. Your brand? No different. You need one too. So ask yourself, what is my investing superpower? What do I do differently than everyone else? You kind of know what I do. I invest in affordable housing in low price points because I want to have communities benefit by my product. Also, when I'm buying, renovating, and selling under the average market value, it sells quicker. And my goal is to renovate as many homes as possible while keeping that roof over my head. So, are you the king of creative financing? Do you only flip houses in historic districts? Are you teaching investors how to build generational wealth? That's your content niche. You gotta lean into it. By the way, that was one of my biggest learnings. I wanted to help everyone with their content and branding needs. But I love my real estate investors. I love my real estate community. I'm helping you. Now, others can benefit by all of this. You don't just have to be a real estate investor, but I believe real estate investors, it's my calling, at least right now. Step number 2, you got to use the storytelling formula. You got to tell a story and you got to show that story. Because what do most investors do? They post transactions, not stories. That check, amazing, great, good for you. But what was the story? How could I emotionally connect with that paycheck? That's why when they post this big check, many times they don't get engagement. Here's how to fix it. Every piece of content needs to follow this formula. Number 1, you gotta hook. You gotta hook me. You gotta grab your attention fast. It takes about 2 to 3 seconds to lose someone. So here's the example. You're going to watch this one. I almost lost $50,000 on this flip. Here's what happened. That hooks you, right? You're in. So number 2, conflict. Every good story has conflict. You know it. So what was the challenge that you faced? Because people, they relate to struggles a lot more than successes, because more people have been on the struggle bus than on the success bus. And you need a resolution. You gotta tell a story. You gotta tell the end. How did you overcome that? What was the key lesson? And if you do all of these three things, people are going to remember you. And remember, people get deals that they remember. Step number 3, you've got to show up consistently. I'm going to sound like a broken record when it comes to this. Even when it's messy. Content, it's not about looking perfect. You got to show up. I mean, look at this is a normal setup. It's in my office in my house. You don't need fancy editing. You need authenticity. Trust me, as a guy who's created lots of television shows, you don't need fancy editing. You don't need a fancy production. Just show up. You need consistency, and you need to be authentic when you deliver that consistency. So, why don't you just pick, there's 3 content types generally. You got some behind the scenes, you got some mistakes, you got some wins. That's it. You don't need much. Just talk every single day. Example. One investor, they started sharing their renovation mistakes. I like that, right? You like renovation mistakes. So those failure posts, they got more engagement, and they get more engagement than your polished success stories. Why? Because people absolutely knew that investor was being authentic. So bottom line, if you're not posting, you're losing opportunities to someone who is. And if you've been struggling with content, which I know a lot of you have, you're not alone. You're really not. But here's the good news. You don't need to go viral. Who cares about the likes? You just need to be seen by that right person. One person can change your life. And now, you know how. So drop a comment below. What is your biggest struggle with content right now? Let me know. Because I am here to help, and this community is here to help. And if it has helped you, at least this post, hit that like button and subscribe, because tomorrow, I'm breaking down exactly how to create content that attracts real estate deals. You don't want to miss it. Your brand, by the way, is being built with or without you. So, why not take control of it? See you in the next video.